You got Colorado favored by 7.5 points going to Colorado State. All right, so a little in-state rival there. There's been some cash talks around this game, okay? Colorado State did the same thing last year with Jay Norvell, talking about how he handles himself when he speaks to grown-ups, taking off his hat and sunglasses, said what he said, made it a close game. Colorado won. It is what it is. This prediction is brought to you by our friends over at Prize Picks, okay? So if you go ahead and redeem code HARDCOUNT, get yourself $50 in promo funds just for playing a $5 lineup. We got a Prize Picks play for you a little bit later in the action of this prediction video. But again, use code HARDCOUNT at prizepicks.com. Daily fantasy made simple. You put 2 or more player projections together, pick the more or less in those projections, you're off to the races, okay? So again, redeem code HARDCOUNT, and we'll make sure that we have a great Prize Picks play put together for y'all throughout this college football Saturday. Colorado looking to bounce back from a lackluster showing against Nebraska. Okay, so there's definitely a lot of, I love early rivalries, full transparency. Rivalries before rivalry weekend just kind of feel like a little appetizer to hold us over until we get to rivalry weekend. Not that we really need to be held over too much because it's college football, but go back to what I was saying. Last year, 35-43 was the final score in Boulder. Now, both these teams return right around 70% production from those teams a season ago. So it's not all that different rosters, even though there's a lot of new faces, not all that different rosters from a production standpoint. My question here from the jump, man, is like, where's Colorado's psyche at right now? And that's not me, I don't think, making anything up when I ask that question. Like, we saw Colorado last year start out 3-0 and then lose 8 of their last 9. Like, losing last year really impacted Colorado. They had a tough time, quite frankly, getting up off the mat after that Stanford game. I don't think that's a stretch. Also, watching the Nebraska game, I think all of us saw the same thing. I did not see a team that really handled losing all that well, and I'm fine with that, just so we're on the same page. Like, I'm cool with being bitter about losing. You don't have to like losing. You don't accept losing. Nobody that I know that actually is successful in life is a good loser. All right, that's first off. But I saw a lot of things that concern me when you talk about body language, talk about demeanor on the sideline. The whole Shedeur Sanders thing after the game with his post-game comments about, the rookie mistake and stuff. I don't want to blow that out of proportion, but I will say this. Asking the reporter, how many times did Dylan Raiola get hit during the game? If I'm an offensive lineman, I definitely hear that. I'll just say, you hear that. Okay? I don't want to extrapolate too much from that, but you hear that. So again, if they can flush it, Colorado from a roster perspective, I believe has way too much talent. They should roll in this game. Okay? Now, it's not a prediction just yet, but I'm just saying, like, if they can hit the reset, if they're answering this question with, hey, our psyche is more than good to go, let's roll, they may blow Colorado State out at home. And think about the way that would just jumpstart this team overall. Hit the reset button, you're back on track. I think a bowl game is what you're after this year in Colorado. Like, Travis Hunter last year also in this game, let's make sure we say this, basically didn't play. Got hurt early on, and I think he very much so could have changed the outcome of that game very, very early on, and is a massive weapon for Colorado to have, very clearly. Now, so much of the talk around this game and around Colorado in general is like, hey, the line of scrimmage, can they protect Shedeur? Can they run the football? Can they be balanced? But, like, I think that the question we got to ask around Colorado's defense isn't so much stopping the run or Colorado on the offensive line protecting Shedeur. That's important. The matchup I'm watching most closely is what does Colorado do in the secondary? Now, we'll see if he plays or not. As of right now, there's not a clear answer on if Torrey Horton will be playing for Colorado State. Torrey Horton lit it up last year in this game. 16 receptions, 133 yards. He was Braden Fowler Nicolosi's go-to guy. Now, again, he's a little bit dinged up, so we'll see what his impact is and if he's able to play. But, like, it was very obvious. They were feeding him the football, especially underneath. It was a lot of get him the ball in space, let him get north and south. And Colorado, quite frankly, did not have an answer for that. Also, with Shiloh Sanders not playing in this game, starting safety for Colorado, that's going to be something to watch even more closely if Torrey Horton is able to go. Now, if Torrey Horton can't go, again, Colorado, we'll say it again, they may be able to roll in this one. But with that being said, I want to have a few things we talk about with this game. I don't think that you slow down Travis Hunter. Like, his Prize Picks number right now, Travis Hunter, his receiving total is set to 95.5 receiving yards. Use code HARDCOUNT, $5 in lineups, gets you $50 in promo funds when you use code HARDCOUNT at prizepicks.com. I would take the more for Travis Hunter there and feel great about it. Like, he's a go-to guy for Colorado. They're going to feed him the football consistently. Even if Colorado is in a dogfight, Travis Hunter, I think, will hit the more on that total. I would also pair that square of Travis Hunter on the more with his receiving total with a free Caleb Williams square. All September now, Prize Picks, if Caleb Williams hits more than a half a passing yard, that hits. So go ahead and put those two together and feel good about it using code HARDCOUNT. But again, the thing that makes me nervous about Colorado is how one-dimensional they've looked to this point. I worry about their psyche. I really do. I really do. Now, people may say, well, hey, Colorado State's giving them all the ammunition they need and then some with how they're talking about them right now. Like, there's a clip going around right now, Torrey Horton and the quarterback Braden Fowler, Nicolosi from Colorado State, essentially saying, like, hey, we should have beat them last year. Nicolosi is saying we'll see how far Instagram followers really gets them. Like, they are feeding into the rivalry that this is, okay? And, like, again, Colorado and Colorado State, they're going to talk, and it's fine. I'm cool with that, honestly, because at the end of the day, you got to back it up on the field. Like, this is kind of a tangent, but, like, even Shiloh Sanders before the Nebraska game saying, we're about to roll y'all. Y'all know we're about to roll y'all. Like, I don't have an issue with that because Shiloh Sanders is about to go play the game. So, like, you're cool to talk, and I don't even have an issue of, like, can you back it up or not? Talk your talk, because at some point in time, you have to actually play the game, and so I'm great with it. But with that being said, the one-dimensional nature of Colorado right now and them coming off that loss and with it at Colorado State, I don't feel good about picking Colorado the team. I feel good about picking the roster. I think Colorado, the roster, is better than Colorado State. But we're talking about picking a team. I'm going to pick Colorado State to win at home. I think the final score is 31-24. I think it's back and forth. I don't think that either side blows the other out unless Colorado decides to hit the reset button and play great offensively. And, like, that's the end of the day there. Definitely possible. But, again, I'm picking Colorado State. I think they win by a touchdown. And I cannot wait to see how it plays out. Regardless, should be a great game, and I'm fired up for it. So it'll be a lot of fun. Hey, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also, be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.